And we're back with my Steam library. Next game we're playing is called Invisible Ink. Invisible Ink is a turn-based strategy game. It's set in a cyberpunk world. It's an isometric 3D map game, and you play 2 agents at the beginning, which can increase to 4 as the game progresses. It's more of a stealth-based game as you move about and move about the map, trying to avoid combat where you can, because quite often the enemies have an advantage both in firepower and toughness. But yeah, as with most turn-based strategy games, you move like square by square along the map. How far you can move each turn and what you can do each turn is determined by the number of action points your agent has. Once you've completed your agent's turns for that round, you click the end turn button, and then the enemy complete their moves for that round. And if they happen to discover you or something, then you know, some sort of combat will ensue. Sometimes you can lay an ambush for an enemy if you know they're coming, and when they kind of walk past you, you'll take them down. But if they kind of catch you by surprise, then you'll have more limited options on what you can do, and it often doesn't turn out well. It's kind of a roguelike game in that death for the agents is permanent. Like if one agent dies in the mission and you still finish the mission with the other agent, but you don't revive that agent, or you don't get that agent out, that agent is gone. If you completely foul a mission up, you can restart the mission from the beginning, but there are no saves during the mission. So you always have to complete each mission in one go, but if you foul it up, you can restart it. Each mission is kind of procedurally generated. There's you know, it'll be a different map with different enemies and different objects in the environment to hack and to loot, and different items that you'll hack and loot. So it's never the same twice. As you play, you end each mission and you'll get your credits totted up, how much you got out of the mission, and you use those credits to buy new equipment and to buy new skills for your agents. So there's a bit of a leveling up. There's not actual levels, but you just buy new skills and buy new levels of each skill for your agents as you complete missions, just to make them better. And they'll need to be, because in the game you have 72 hours from the start to finish. That's 72 hours in the game, not in real time or anything. So it depends like what missions you pick. You'll see a map of the world and you have to travel to each mission, and it depending on how far away they are, it will deduct that number of hours from your 72-hour clock, and then you'll carry out that mission. Each mission has a different objective, and you can kind of plan what missions you want to do depending on what you need. Some missions are basically just looting as much money from a map as you can. Some missions are to loot a specific piece of technology or equipment, and some missions might be to free an agent who's been imprisoned, and that's how you get extra agents to pick from to take on your missions with you, by doing one of those missions and rescuing that agent, getting them out successfully. So it's a pretty decent game. In fact, it's a very decent game. Turn-based strategy games aren't always my most favourite type of game to play, but this one is very good. It's very easy to get hold of. It's not too complicated, but it can be tough if you don't plan correctly. Its asking price, full price, is $14.99, and it's definitely worth that. But any sale price coming up, it's well worth anything less than that. It was out in 2015, so it's not really that new anymore. So you'll probably see it come up in sales fairly often, I'd say. So yeah, that's it. Invisible Ink, a decent cyberpunk turn-based strategy game.